टेढ़ा रहता है इसीलिए नहीं कोड करता।
হ্যাঁ, কিউআর কোড আমি খুলতে পারি। मैं भी
सर क्यूआर कोड है ना वो बेंड रहता है ना, वो स्ट्रेट रहता तो रीड करता है, अदरवाइज रीड नहीं करता है।
তাহলে সেটা কিরকম? শোন, লেট আস স্টার্ট। অ্যাড্রেস নিয়ে চিন্তা করা যাবে। I think we are almost 7 days back, so better start from the beginning. Few points quickly before we go to the details of the other important points. During the analysis of state, what we have discussed, we have a block of length delta x. After deformation, it is increasing up to the value delta ux, and same block in the y direction is delta y is the length, and after increasing, it is getting delta uy in the length itself. Another block of same psi and everything. Another block, it is subjected to shear force over the top. Here, this block takes this form like this rhombus itself, which is shown in the dotted or section lines itself. It is created an angle θ1. It is creating an angle delta x. Just 1 second. It creating an angle θ1 from the x-axis and θ2 in y-axis by an amount delta uy vertically and delta ux along horizontally itself. So what happens here? The linear strain or extensional strain, here this term extensional is used where the block is either extended or contracted by the action of the forces, and shear strain when the block changes its shape due to the action of the forces itself. Then what happens to is the Ex improves that, then linear strain f psi x is equal to dux by dx. Dux is the increase in length and dx is the original length. Same is the case with dy, where f psi y is duy and dy itself. So about the same business. Shear strain is defined, the change in initial right angle between the two lines elements originally parallel to x-axis and originally parallel to y-axis. The change in angle here with x-axis angle is changed by θ1 and y-axis angle is changed by θ2 itself. So θ1 plus θ2, both if you put it in radian, and as they are extremely small, you can equate it to the tangent, that is tan θ1 and tan θ2. So tan θ1 is del uv del uy, del uy by ux delta x, and tan θ2 del ux by delta y itself. So the shear strain del uy plus divided by del x and del ux divided by del y itself. So we got tensile stress in x and y direction and shear tensile strain in x and y direction and shear strain along the z direction itself. Now, reduction in initial right angle is considered positive, and positive shear stress compressed tau x. हाँ बोल.
सर अटेंडेंस नहीं बन रहा है सर।
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, ক্লাসে তো হয়
सर मैनुअली बना दीजिए सर।
ম্যানুয়ালি এখন করবো, কেন হয় না পরে দেখতে হবে, না হওয়ার তো কিছু নেই।
ওকে স্যার।
অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স নিয়ে এত মাথা ঘামাস না, কথাটা যা বলছি শোন, 24 ঘন্টা অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স হচ্ছে। হ্যাঁ, since positive stress components are tau xy, tau z and cause a decrease in right angle itself. Now, that is third type is strain is also exists, that is volumetric strain, rate of change of in volume per unit original volume. That is the three portion of it. Now, what is the screen? Only the noise. আরেকটু পরে করব। Next, two. Now, let us come to this position or this present class, present important things, because we are, whatever we do, admit all, whatever you are doing, at this moment, we are already considering the deformation of a particular point. It's not a particular area or particular plane. Here, what we are defining, which I have discussed earlier, we are we are examining a point P in space, which is under a three-dimensional Cartesian coordinate system, X, Y, and Z. So its coordinate is X, Y, and Z, respectively. And what is found there is with this formed line, we are representing a body when it is in the original shape. And after application of certain external load, it has take this deformed section portion, takes this deformation along the length. I mean, it take this sectional line after the deformation. So what happens? At the beginning, this point P was the point was at P with XYZ is the coordinate, and after the deformation, it takes the position P dash, which is become X is also has coordinate, but not exactly equal to X, Y, or Z. They are X dash, Y dash, and Z dash. Now, P dash is defined as ball.
Sir,
Yellow.
LMS is not. Sir, LMS is not working, sir.
শুনেছি প্রত্যেক একবার করে বলার দরকার নেই। এলএমএস ফার্স্ট চলছে না, আমি দেখবো ওটা পরে। আমি তোমাদের স্ক্রিনশট নিয়ে নেব।
ওকে স্যার।
প্রত্যেকে একবার করে এলএমএস হচ্ছে না, পারা যায় না। হ্যাঁ, দিলি আমার থিঙ্কিংটা দিলি ঘেটে এলএমএস নিয়ে। হ্যাঁ, initially this was our body, which is in form line, and P was a point, one of them, which has coordinates X, Y, and Z itself. Now, due to some application of some external load, tensile, compressive, shear, whatever it may be, now it is takes P now deformed. After the deformation, P takes the form P dash, which is have ordinate X, Y, X dash, Y dash, and Z dash. Okay? In this from the same Cartesian coordinate system itself. Now, what we are saying that the point P is displaced from here to here. It moved. It was here originally. It was went here. Right? So it is displaced, and there is a displacement takes place. You know, from the theory of vector analysis, velocity, force, and displacement are all vectors. So here we will see that the line P dash is a vector which has origin as well as which has numerical value as well as orientation itself, or angle, or line of action itself. Its line of action started from P and finishes at P dash itself. So P dash we define as the displacement vector, and it is denoted by U. Why it is named like this? It shows us the displacement of this point P from P dash to P dash itself. Now, the displacement vectors say have components Ux, Uy, Uz along x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. Or displacement vector means this straight line P dash has component along x-axis, y and z-axis equal to Ux, Uy, and z. And third explanation is this component are direction cosines of these components are all direction cosines along x, y, and z axis itself. Now, so we can write as per our as per our theory of vector analysis itself, U is equal to I-Ux plus J-I-Uy plus K-Uz. U equal to I-Ux plus J-Uy plus K-Zx. Now, displacement can be done on any point. It's a function of its original coordinates. Displacement can be done anywhere, but from original to a final component. So the original initial coordinates is important. Initial coordinate is important. Now, there is displacement vector both in magnitude and direction of any point belonging to the body is known. If you know the displacement vector of any point, a particular point P, Q, R, S, whatever it may be, if you know the displacement vector, it means if you know after the displacement where it reached, say P may go to P dash, Q may go to Q dash, R may go to R dash, like this. If you know the displacement vector, then its coordinates are known, means where it is reached, you can calculate. If you know the initial calculation, and if you know the initial coordinate, say x, y, z, and if you know the displacement vector, means where it is displaced after the deformation, then you can safely calculate the coordinates of the final point, means p dash. And you see, we can say that displacement vector field or displacement vector field defined through the volume of the is defined through the volume of the body. We can say that a same displacement vector is applicable to any point throughout the body. We can assume, we can say R is the respective displacement vector of a point. So, and R dash that of PP dash. Now, if R is the position vector, means R is the coordinates of R is known, and then the coordinates of R dash of any other point P dash can be calculated by using the displacement vector by adding R plus U, and U is equal to R dash minus R. So we have to know the initial position vector, or you have initial coordinates. You have to know the displacement vector of a particular field, and then you can calculate the position vector of any other point throughout it within that particular field. This is an important notation. That's why I'm repeating it again. Let us quickly go through the next point, next problem. What is the example is given as the displacement field for a body is given as u x square plus y into I plus 3 into z into j, so and x square plus 2y into k. The displacement field of a body means displacement vector anywhere in the body is given by this particular equation, where we can have the respective points, the displacement vector of respective points by putting the coordinates of the initial point, so that you can you can add this distance vector with the initial coordinate position vector and get the final position vector of your of any point within the body itself. Same is being asked, what is the performed position of a body? Originally it was at 3, 1, minus 2. Originally the coordinates, say at P, his coordinates in Cartesian section is 3, 1, and minus 2, and after the displacement vector then at originally was, if you put the value of 3, 1, and 2 here in the equation, it will become 3 square plus 1 into I plus 3 minus 2 into z plus 3 square plus 2 into k. So u becomes 10I plus j plus 11k. So original position vector, initial position vector of the point is given by this relation here. Next, what happens to the stop share. So final position you have to add to the position vector of P dash will be R plus U 39 plus 2Z plus 9K. This is the solution of the problem. Now, example number 2 is there. 2 points P and Q of the undeformed body have coordinates 0, 1 and 0, 0, 0, 1 and 0, 2, minus 1. So initially we know the coordinates. Assuming the displacement field given in RDL example, same displacement field is there in for both the examples. I think now in the last problem that displacement field is applicable here also. So he has to, what is the distance between the points P and Q after deformation? So what will happen? Initial displacement vector at point P, if we put these coordinates in the position vector as per our calculation itself, initial displacement vector is given here, that is equal to 4j, and the displacement of point D, ux, this displacement components of point P at point P is, here ux is 0, uy is 4, and uz is 0 itself. These are the ux, uy, uz. These are 0, 4, and 0 again. Then the final coordinates of the P after deformation will be x plus ux. So P will deform to the point here, that is x plus ux is 0 plus 0 is 0. What we have here, x is equal to 0. We got ux is equal to 0. If we add them together, the final point is p dash at 0. Y initially was 0 here. We had 4 here. So if we add y plus uy, is this final coordinate should be 4. রাহুল কুমার তো 10 বার এন্টার করলো। আচ্ছা, হ্যাঁ, and z plus uj initial point was 1 here and final point was uj was 0, so equal to 1 itself, or p dash become 0 4 1. Now the displacement at components of point q are given as ux 4, uy uz is equal to 2, uz is equal to 4 itself. So, and the coordinates of the point q will be given as, we have to add this to the point p with this value which is given here. Coordinates are given here, you see. 2 minus 2 0 minus 1 is the coordinates given. You got the ux and uy and gz. If you add, it will become 2 plus 6 plus 2 plus 3, and the length pq is therefore square root of 6 square plus 2 square plus 2 square is equal to 2 into square root of 11. So what we are doing, this problem is comparatively difficult. What we are doing, we know the 2 points p and q, and p's coordinates is given here and q coordinates also given here, and the displacement grid or displacement field was equal to the earlier problem situation grid. So what we have to do, we have to calculate the distance between the point p and q. That is our job. We know 2 points, 2 coordinates, and we know the displacement vector. Now what we have done, initially the displacement vector at point p we have found out by putting the value of x, putting the value of the coordinates here. The displacement vector at point u becomes 0 plus 0, 3 plus 1, 0.0. This displacement components are so at p ux is equal to 0. This is this one. Uy is equal to 0, 4 this one, and uz is equal to 0 this one. So the displacement vector at point p, in numerically we have found it out. We have got the equation of the total field. We got the numerical value of the displacement vector at such a particular point. Now, what will be the final coordinate? It is the initial coordinate plus the ux. That can be the final coordinate of p dash. So initial coordinate we will put 0 0 1 and ux uy and uz 0 4 1, and this is supposed to be the final coordinate p, or 0 1 4. Now the displacement components of 4 of at the point q will become ux to the power 4, uy equal 2, and uz equal 2, because if you put this value of 0 1 4, it will, that equation will take this particular form. X square plus y was there, so x square is 0, y is equal to 4. So this is become y is equal to, I think, well, that is y is equal to just 1 second, x square plus y, where x square is equal to here x is equal to 0, y is equal to 4, so it is become 4 ux, and 2 x that is 3 plus z is equal to 0, and 3 plus z is equal to 4 itself, and x square plus 2y is the z itself. So it becomes x square is 0 plus 2 into y is equal to 4. And the components of q are, thus if we add together, it will become 6, 2, and 3. Thus position basis of vector is given by c square 2 square plus 2 square under square root is equal to 2 into square root of 2. ঠিক আছে, exact q, just 1 second please. x square 2, हाँ ठीक है, 4 2 ठीक है। Next, let us go to the deformation of the neighborhood. Let P be a point on the body. What we have here it is P and has coordinates x, y, z. A small region, we consider a very small region. This is the initial region was this farm line, and consider another very small region with this dotted line. And so that our second point Q is inside this region. So distance between P and Q is almost negligible but not equal to 0. So the coordinates of P, X, Y, Z is given as given. And so what will be the coordinates for Q is x plus delta x, y plus delta y, z plus delta z. So here we are adding the value of delta x, delta y, and delta z. This is a differential length which is changed by Q if it moves from the point P to Q. So P and Q by coordinates is not equal. They have a difference, but difference is extremely small. Next, the body undergoes a deformation. Point P and Q moves the point P to P dash, Q to Q dash. So let the displacement now let Q be a position. Let the displacement vector U at point P have ux, uy, uz. Means the coordinates of P and P dash will be, initially it was P x plus y, P x y z, and P dash will be U plus x plus ux, y plus uz, and y plus z plus uz. Because the displacement vector, if PP, if you resolve it in three components along x and y and z direction, it will become, say, ux and uy and uz. So P dash, ordinance of P dash will achieve by adding ux, uy, and uz with x, y, and z, which is the initial coordinate of P dash. Next condition of P. So P dash becomes x plus ux, y plus delta x, x plus delta ux. At the same time here, Q becomes x Q, say this point I've just already discussed, x plus delta x and y plus delta y, z plus delta y itself. When the body undergoes deformation, the points P and Q moves to P dash and Q dash. So for deformation, this moves to P dash and Q moves to Q dash. Let us consider the displacement vector. Now, shear strain for that is 4. Now, what is going on here? Let the displacement vector at P, we have just discussed ux, uy, and uz. So the coordinates of P dash, P dash, x, y, z, P dash x plus ux, y plus uz, z plus uz, because P is displaced to P dash, and the displacement vector from P to P dash is given as ux, uy, and uz. Displacement vector means the distance between P to P dash if we resolve along x-axis, y-axis, x-axis, or the cosine vector of x and y and z. This and add in together, we'll get the coordinates of P dash, x plus ux plus along x-axis, y plus uy plus y along a y-axis, and z plus uz along z-axis itself. And q initially was x plus delta x, y plus delta y, and z plus delta z. Means clear, make it clear, it is delta z, not uz. That's because q is original coordinate of p is very limited, or limited amount has moved from p to q, and that is becomes p plus delta x. So p may be very close to p, but not coincides with p itself. Then the displacement component of q differs slightly from that of p. So that since q is away from p by delta y and delta x plus delta z, means p dash q has a different coordinates. Whatever small difference is, it has difference. So the displacement of q also not equal to q. It will be q dash, which will be given as ux plus delta x, uy plus delta y, uj plus delta z. Means those who are this ux is added by an increment delta x, uy is added by an increment delta y, and uj added by increment delta z itself. Now, if delta is very close to them, then just under approximation, delta ux, delta uy. So we know q is very close to p. So we can differentiate by and say that in terms of rate of changes in terms of the differential equation. So ux, delta ux means this change here. The amount of change happens in dux is given by delta ux is equal to dux by dy into delta x, dux by dy into delta y, duz by delta into delta z. So which means what is the rate of change of ux along x direction multiplied by the original change of x, which was delta x, plus, so delta ux is like this, plus delta ux to delta, what is the rate of change of ux along y in y direction due to change in y direction multiplied by the change in coordinates of delta y along y direction. Same is the case with delta z. So what we are doing, we are differentiating the ux, uy, ux and ux. We are all asking, going through the rate of change of differentiation, rate of change of ux along x direction, y direction, and z direction, and multiplying this rate of change with the change of coordinates along x direction, that is delta x, change of coordinates along y direction, that is delta y, and change of coordinates along z direction, that is delta z. Now, same is the case with delta y and delta uy, delta uy and delta uz. So del ux, this is change we are finding delta rate of change of delta u, and delta uy, delta uy by along x direction multiplied by the actual change in coordinates, y direction multiplied by actual y, and delta z multiplied by delta z.
जल्दी चलते हैं बाइक से, अपना बाइक से।
Same.
ऑक्सफोर्ड कब गया? ऑक्सफोर्ड अभी वो ब्लू कलर का था ना जेट है।
Hey, hello.
याद देगा
Not so much crowd. Please unmute.
कहाँ रे जगवा? जगवा कहाँ मेरे पास? साला अभी ब्लू कलर का था ना यहाँ पे।
Please unmute your mic.
छोटवा गया था एक दिन, पैसा तो लिया होगा।
Delta z. Delta uz by delta x, delta uz by delta y, delta uz by delta z. This is the
अभी तो मिला भी नहीं होगा।
equation of delta u, delta y, delta x itself.
हाँ, काहे बोल रहा है चलाने? हमको समझ चेक करो। अरे बहुत सारी साउंड चेक लिखा है। झूठ मूठ का इसको उतार दिया। आवाज नहीं आता लैपटॉप में तो। आता है। चला नहीं रहा था।
Hey Rahul, mute your mic.
बटन टिप और राइट टिप में चाहिए। तुमको लगता है हम बजाने
Hello Rahul. Hey Rahul.
अरे बहुत से गाना में डाल के घुमा देंगे, समझा?
Mute your mic.
तुमको लगता है हम बजाने देंगे? अरे कम साउंड में बजाएंगे ना हम तो।
बताओ কি করতে হবে। Therefore, the coordinates of q dash becomes x plus delta x, u plus delta ux, y plus delta y plus delta u plus delta uy plus z plus delta uj plus delta uj. So before the direction, the segment PQ has components. Segment PQ means the length or reference PQ had components delta x, delta y, and delta z along the three axes. And after the deflection, the segment P dash Q dash has components delta x plus delta ux, delta y plus delta uz, delta z plus delta uz. So initially, the segment have these components, means segment have this displacement vector, or segment have this direction cosine x, delta delta z, and after the deformation, the segment P dash Q dash has this following components or displacement along x, y, and z axis, or direction cosine at x, y, and z axis itself. All this rate of change of ux along as per dx with the change in x, ux with change in y, uj, ux with change in z, etc. are important for the analysis of strain. So we can make a matrix. These are the gradients of dispersion components at point P, and we can present this in the form of a matrix called displacement gradient matrix. This is the displacement gradient matrix given by del ui by del xj, as this as del, which is given this matrix del ux, x, y, z, uy, del uy, uy, del x, y, z, and del uz, uz, del x, y, z. This is the displacement matrix of the point of the line PQ. Let us go through quickly as mom. We are running short of time. The following displacement grid, displacement grid is imposed on a body U. This is given by the displacement field equation of the displacement vector. Any point of a particular body is given by this equation, where x, y into I, 3x square z into z plus 4 into k, total multiplied by 10 to the power minus 2, or 1 by 100. Now consider a point P and a neighboring point Q where we have the direction cosine of PQ as nx 0.2, ny 0.8, nz 0.5, which means that the length PQ, if you resolve along x and y and z direction, by I will have 0.2, 0.8, and 0.55, or the length PQ, if we is intended by angle x, y, and z, whose cosine is given by cosine with multiplied with the length of PQ, will give 0.2 along x direction, 0.8 along y direction, 0.z along 0.555 along z direction itself. The initial coordinate of P is given, but if we say PQ is a delta S, the length and whose coordinates is given here, whose reaction cosines are given as equal to delta x. So we are supposed to find out the components of P dash Q dash after the deformation itself. So what will be we have to find out what the displacement vector of P dash Q dash along with the component itself, means x, y, and z. If of xi, yi, and zi is equal to P dash Q dash, we have to calculate the value of x, y, and z itself. So before that x, y, and z reaction, originally this is known, and we have to find out the displacement vector of the P dash Q dash after deformation. Originally it is given as delta S, which is not numerical, because numerical is not required, only the value is, only the notation is given here. Now before deformation, the components of PQ are all given. So if we nx multiplied by this dls, we can get delta x, delta y, and delta z, because you will get delta x means the coordinate change in coordinate along x direction, and delta y and delta z is same in y and z direction itself. So as we know the delta s as if it's a known factor, as you know the cosine direction cosine along x-axis, so delta x, the change in coordinates along x, y, and z direction is given as delta 0.2 delta s, 0.8 delta s, and 0.555 delta s. So if p is x, which x is given by 7, 1, and 3, then x plus delta x, where delta is given by 0.2 delta s, 0.8 delta s, and 0.555 delta s itself. Now, our equation just we have derived the value of ux, uy, and uz. What will be the can be calculated itself. We know ux is given here. It is, if we say p is equal to minus 10 to the power 3 for our convenience, then ux will be p into xy, uy will be 3p into x square, and uz will be 4 into p. So what will happen if we derive ux in terms of with x, it will become py, uz in terms of ux, uz here in terms of vx, it will be equal to 0, uy in terms of x, there is nothing here, there is no y here, so this will also equal to 0. Just 1 second. Same ux, so this is become py, this become these values. Then del ux along y direction. Here, if we derive, it will give px, because there is a single y is there. If we divide it, del uj divided by y, del z again will become equal to 0 itself. This px square, this is actually not z, but this is actually equal to y. This is given as this x square z x square y. So this becomes p 3p x square. And z is equal to zx is equal to 0. 3p x square. Next page. Stop share. 5, 6. And if we derive ux equal to uj divided by z equal to j, you know, uy again 3p x square divided by z, but there is a z here, and uz uz divided by 0. This is also equal to 0. So at the point p, we get delta x, delta ux will have, we know that delta rate of change of delta u by delta z multiplied by delta x plus delta x itself. So delta ux, we are putting this value here. By y you have just calculated, plus x into delta y into p. P is the common factor 1 to the power 1 to the 3, 1 by 100. Delta, so delta x plus delta x plus 2